What's up, good people? It's your boy Zay, and I'm back with another video. Now, today's video is going to be a really interesting one. I'm going to have a good time with this one. So, shout out to the cousin AJ. She gave me this idea, or she actually hit me up with a question. And she asked me, how do I determine the premium price to pay for an option contract? So, in today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through the strategy I use in order to find, the premium price that I want to pay for an option based on the price action of the actual stock. So I'm gonna use an example. We're gonna break it down, and I'm gonna show you like how I find the price target, and then I go look at the history. So it's definitely gonna be full of value. You definitely gonna want to stay tuned through the whole entire video. Now, before we jump in, of course, I need you to go ahead, smash the like button, press the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell if you already haven't. Drop a comment of any video ideas that you want me to see, any other concepts or things like that you want me to break down. Just the whole interaction that we've been getting lately, the ideas, I've been loving it. So I'm building a backlog of videos. I'm gonna start knocking out more and more content. So the more ideas you can give me, the more videos I can do. Don't forget, I am doing a 1K giveaway. So you have until tonight, actually, to go ahead and submit and go ahead and submit yourself. The link will be down in the description. So go ahead, make sure you fill that out and enter for the 1K giveaway. Now that we got all the housekeeping out the way, let's go ahead and switch over. We're gonna get right into breaking down how do I determine the option premium price of when I want to buy an option contract. All right, family. So we're gonna dive right in, right? So how do I determine the premium price? So first, it starts with a company or business that you like or that you're evaluating. So you gotta have a stock that you're looking at. Now, for example purposes, I'm gonna use Fastly because I like to trade Fastly. So we're gonna use Fastly for this example, right? So first things first is that you gotta have a stock that you can do good analysis on. And you want to see that it's in a clear trading range. Like that's one of the things that you want to look for. So when you look at Fastly's chart, you can see that, yes, when it was down here, then it came up, then it came up and down, up and down. So it's definitely got like some activity, and you can definitely see it's a trading range because, when it gets down here, it typically goes up. How high? It just depends. So that's where you want to start. You want to pick a stock. So within this step of step one, when you pick your stock, what you want to do is you want to locate the high and low points, right? So this is my chart. So if you want to understand how I have my chart set up, I have the link down in the description of my in this video for the link to my course on how to read charts for new investors. I just put that out today, dropped that today. So go ahead, and if you want to learn how to read charts, even more defined, you can go ahead and check that out. Now, to jump in, right? So you want to be able to locate, high and low points, right? So I have located that for Fastly, a good buy area is 7602. A good set, a sell area is $84, so you can pay a $76 to $84 move or $84 move. There's also another level of $96 that I've identified. So sometimes it's went from 76 to 96, a nice $20 move. And as you can see, it's broken out to some highs before. So these are just the levels that I've identified. And so now that I know what these trading levels are, right? So I know I got my buy point. So 76 is where I want to buy. And depending on the momentum, I may consider buying at 84 if it has enough volume behind it. So those are my two points of entry. Next, right? So step two, what I then will go do is go review option history. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over now. I don't know what brokerage people use. I use E-Trade personally. And it has some great tools that you're about to see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into my account real quick, and then we're gonna go into Fastly's options chain. So give me 1 second. All right, so we are now in E-Trade, and we're looking at Fastly. So if you use E-Trade, this is what, and you're at the home screen, this is what it's gonna look like. And so what you want to go do is you're gonna click on options, or this is what I do. I'm just showing y'all what I do. So remember, here is, excuse me. So here is the activity, or here's my chart, right? And what I want to do is look at, so that's another thing that you have to think about. How long do you want to be in a trade? So if you want to say, if we go back to the chart, you see they have earnings in October. Maybe we think in, by January, say at least by January, you think it can at least get back to 96, maybe even 110. Okay, that's just where you think it can, you think it's going to recover. We know based on history, it has a good chance of going to 96. So with that being said, what you could possibly do, and you're going to give yourself till January. So you don't, but here's the key. You don't want to buy a January call. You want to give yourself time. You want to sell by January. So you need to look at something a little bit further. So when you're looking at the options chain, if you know you want to sell by January 21, you got March and June options. So let's just do March. If I go to March and I look at what we said price target 96. So let's look at 95s. Now, the cool thing about E-Trade is you can see the open interest in the volume, and you can see that $100 definitely has a lot more volume and it has a lot more open interest. So you could go to 100, but you want to be a little bit on the safe side and just go with, like, what, my target is set at 95. So so what you want to do next, so what I do is I'll then click on details. All right. Now, when I go to details in your entry E-Trade, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get all the history of the call. Now, the next thing you want to do is click, okay, yeah, there we go. So probably 6 months. All right, so 6 months, 3 months. Okay, 3 months is the best. Really, what you want to try to do is just get to wherever it started and go through the entire, so you can see the entire history of the option, okay? So what you then want to do is go look at the options history, right? Look at the options history and coincide prices on the chart to the prices of the option. So, like, let's go look. We can see on August 4th, this option was $4,100. First of all, let's go back. And on July 27th, this option was $17.40. By August 4th, it was $41. So basically, somebody paid $1,700, and by August 4th, they could have cashed out at $4,100. So that was a good deal. Now, on August 4th, what was the price of Fastly? Let's go to the chart. August 4th. All right, August 4th. Boom. August 4th. Fastly was it opened at 111 and it had a high of 116. So that's right around earnings when it had that big run up. Okay. Then it came crashing down. So it went all the way from 4,100 back down to basically, what's that, 1,900. So it went below what the open price was. So then it kind of just traded down, but it's still in the 15s. Let's go, it's still going down. All right, so let's look at the correction time. So let's go to the 11th, right? On the 11th, this contract price was $1,550, all the way as low as $1,280, right? So September 11th, what was the price of Fastly? September 11th is right here. Look at that. This is that candle when it was a down day. And it was right at our buy point, $76, okay? $76. So that on that day when it was 76, what was that right here? 76. You could have waited. You probably could have got it as low as $1,270. $1,300 probably would have been a good price. You solid, right? Now let's go back, right? So recently, Fastly has ran up. So this same, now let's imagine if you just bought here and just held it the entire time. Now we get back into October. So let's get to the top, right? October 13th, this same call, you could have sold it for $50. That's $5,000 basically. Now, October 13th, the price was, that's when it ran up from 127 all the way up to 133. That was when they put it in this new high. All right. That very next day, if I can get it to land on it, yeah, the 14th, it came down and it was still over $4,000 on the 14th. On the 14th, yeah, it was still over $4,000. It was still pretty high. Now, it dropped all the way as recent onto the 23rd, as low as $960 to $1,000, right? So if you look at this area, the now recent price is $960. Open at $960, closed at $1,000. And the price is, what date was that? I'm sorry. I want to make sure. The 23rd. I think this was the 23rd. Yep, the 23rd. Bingo. Now, what you think is going to happen? They gotta steal, because they have until March 21, and they know what if all they need is Fastly to get back to $115, $100, and that this is now $4,000 to $5,000. And so I have this history, and I can relate the option price history and just keep going back to the charts. Okay, so on this day, if Fastly was this price, the options price was this range, right? So that's, now I'm gathering data. Okay, so that's step 2, gather your data. All right. Then what you want to do is, once you have your data, you just need to plan your attack. So with Fastly, literally on Monday, like, it's probably a good time to buy at the open. Just look at the history. So if you want to make a play on Fastly, you go to March 21st, $95 call. The last price was $10.50. We know, look at all these, if even I'm willing to pay as much as $1,500 because I know I'm getting a good deal, and I don't even have to pay that much. Like, I'll be more than willing to pay $1,100, $1,200 to get into this, knowing that I had the potential for it to go back up to $4,000, $5,000. I don't need the very bottom. I don't need to get it very cheap, because I know the history. Like, I can tell that very easily it's going to get back to $1,500, $1,600 just by looking at the history. You know what I mean? And as it goes up higher, it's going to, it has a very good chance of getting to $2,000, very easy. So that's an $800 come up, easy. And so that's how I do my research, man. And that's how I look at a stock price, and then I go look at the history. And I always try to plan my trades ahead of time. So again, I'll just go look for a stock that came off of a pullback or whatever. Go look and say, okay, how long do I want to be in this trade? If it's going to be a short-term swing trade, like 3 months, I go look at 6-month contracts. If it's going to be a 6-month trade, I'll look at maybe 9-month, 12-month contracts, and so forth. So I hope showing you guys and walk y'all through this was super helpful. Like I said, if y'all have any other ideas, definitely let me know. And again, I hope this was helpful. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to close this video out.
All right, family, that's how I determine the option premium price I want to pay for an option contract. I hope going step by step, showing you my analysis, how I look at the contracts. I just hope everything in this video was super duper helpful. Again, if you have any video ideas, drop them down in the comments. Of course, I need you to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to press that notification bell if you already haven't. And guys, listen, I appreciate you for sticking around through this entire video. Until the next one, stay blessed and peace out.